Oh, my bad. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit late. Right. Pretty much was. I don't lie. I was just playing some sets and trying to work on my game, like my hit confirms and stuff. There's still a lot of stuff I need to work on with my game, and being more consistent, being more structure like. And I got some stuff to watch. But yeah, it is Father's Day for everyone. Uh, so we're just kind of gonna chill for a little bit and just see how this thing goes. Right now they have the World Warrior going, so maybe we can watch some of that, or maybe watch something else until we get some people up in here for some replay reviews. Let me do this. Let me go ahead and post the that, but I know it's supposed to be a little bit earlier, but like I said, I was playing Street Fighter. I'm not gonna lie, I was playing some sets, and that's why we didn't. But the World Warrior is going on. So, yeah. So I want to take a look at some of that. Let me see if we can get some. So yeah, Punk versus Knuckle Dude. Is that going? Oh no, that happened last. Yo, Nero, brother, I saw your message, but I completely forgot. No, so I saw it earlier, like the day that you sent it, and then I meant to go grab the video, and then I completely forgot. I'm so sorry about that. Like I saw it earlier, but then I just forgot. I be lie. I just be forgetting sometimes. But about the DP. You got Shuto versus Ryukichi. But I'm gonna watch this. I'm trying to see what. So we got top 8 for World Warrior coming up. Are doing part 3? What? Okay. Bet. Remember what I said? I said he can't get that 4 games. He can't get no 4 games. Maybe one or two, but he can't be getting no 4 games. Said we. So we're gonna make sure that that ain't happening. Okay, yeah. No, maybe he can get 4 games. If it's the first to 10, maybe he can get 4 games. But yeah, no more than that. I know. wash my. All right, so we put this up. We got Puck versus Knuckle Dude. I'm trying to see the bracket. So we don't have the top 8. Oh, we do. So we got Knuckle Dude versus Najee, Item versus Boost, Punk versus Blue, Space Boy versus. So I'm glad Blue got in there, so he beat Lazy Boredom. He beat Shine. He lost to Najee. Honestly, this is West Coast. Yeah, fierce. Different lost the campaign. Punk beat Riddles. Yeah, what happens in the future? Okay, yeah, bet. Make sure that you beat him so you could be forever his dad. I'm telling you, it's Father's Day, right? We out here adopting kids. We out here adopting kids. I watched this match on the Item stream. I didn't see all of it, but I was watching it earlier when I was on the the game. Yeah. Yeah. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, a drive reversal. Yeah, the Oki in the corner is really good. And then the jab, drivers canceling the command through. I've been looking at trying to deal with those situations, especially where they Spencer. In these late game situations, I'm trying to be more aware of drivers cancel like that and using the OS or whatever. Yeah, reset. Yeah. All right, throw. Over here. Command throw. Hey, we talked about the all right, DI. Yeah, you don't get a he doesn't get a cancel off of that. Otto was like, I was playing earlier. He was like, I don't know what Alex is doing. So he said he just bummed him out. He could have did air. Oh, what the heck? He's dead. That's crazy. Wait, how did it? I guess it. How did they doing this fast? So I need to I forgot, guys. I'm working on a video, like an actual video. I'm pretty much almost finished with it. So I recorded my matches from Combo Breaker, and I'm gonna be breaking down what the top players are doing using some of my footage, so I can help you guys out. Be on the lookout for that. I do have more shorts coming. It was a little bit dry this week in terms of content, but I'm gonna get back into it. So I need more stream highlights. So I gotta see how much space I have on my. Okay, so I got 61 gigs. Yeah. Maybe you could jumped right there. Maybe the driver's slow. That's a meaty setup. Yeah. I don't know why he keeps waking up at me. Driver slower to the level 2. That's happening again. Again? Yeah. I for some reason Audibet's been looking good in these World Warriors. Cause this is the second one. Last week, I think they had theirs last week. I see. He doesn't want me to stop calling this dad. Yeah, I don't know why the back end messages. Okay, so I just now saw why it's hard for me to see the messages in real time on my back end. I gotta maybe do something. Oh, yeah. So far we have no review, so we'll just continue watching this. And you got Boost versus Flux. Flux Waves is back. Yeah, I think it's a delay. I don't know if it's a delay on YouTube. It's just on the back end, right? So I can the messages they pop up. Sometimes I don't see them until later, so it's kind of hard for me to like. It's specifically on the YouTube thing. I don't know what it is like on the. I don't use the OBS, so maybe I should use OBS and see do that instead, so I could be able to see comments. I get that. I also need to start streaming on Twitch again. I think if I actually go to the stream, I wouldn't have as many issues. Maybe I could just see the comments from there. Maybe that fast. I think I can see the comments faster come through if I just watch the stream instead of watching the back end. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, there's something wrong with them. Maybe something wrong with the YouTube comments. You got Boost. Nice perfect parry by Boost. Gets the drive impact. He's going to. Okay, so yeah, he's a meter. Attacks the drive gauge and Flux Wave. He does this because I don't know. He needed the drive gauge recovery. I think he wanted to get that, but I don't know. I don't know if I agree with the level 3. The jump, definitely I don't agree with that jump. Yeah, he's pretty much done. Cause you needed the level 3. See. Oniek boost Lee. Mm. A boost. Try to rush in. Stand heavy kick. Try to back off. Reset the distance. Burn. So he holds his ground. Now he's just applying pressure. That's plus. Mm. Buster Wolf. Attacking the drive gauge again. It's gonna put him in burnout. Yep. Like I said, this is pretty much game. Once you get to about that 40%, I tell you about it with burnout. You're pretty much you pretty much, especially if it's the first round, you pretty much concede that round because you don't want to. I mean, you can use your meter, but if you don't want to lose the meter. Oh snap! Nice punish by boost, drive rush jab, lights, finishes string. I wish Juri had better lights. Nice perfect. Oh no. What exactly did I tell you guys? I told y'all whatever. Oh, he didn't. Oh, yeah, he didn't have the meter. That was a beating. Oh, they tried to pull the okie doke. They're like, hey, lazy Vorta versus Blue. I had a chance to talk to Blue at Combo Breaker. He's a pretty cool dude. Yeah, I was telling him. I was like, I know your DJ. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, perfect parry. I told y'all once you get to that low drive gauge, nice neutral jump. Once you get to that low drive gauge situation, parries get playing. I start hitting parries. So you want to start planning around that with your offense, and just keeping the advantage. Oh, he tried to escape. Oh no. Oh, oh. Perfect parry. Get out of there. Air slasher. Oh, drive rush in gets the perfect parry. All right, so now you see a perfect parry in the drive rush. No. What was that about? This is so I'm confused about what sometimes what a lot of the players go for. So I don't know what he was looking for with that EX Gladius. Okay, he was nowhere near him, so he just did EX Gladius raw. I mean, I guess I would have to see it again, but what was that like that? Someone tell me what that was. I think this is where a lot of players get. That's where they That's why a lot of players are unstable in this game because they just make weird decisions. I'm not saying I make perfect decisions all the time, but I'm trying to be aware of all those so you don't make these decisions and you, you uh, think you want to think about your decisions as opposed to being reactive with your decision. Yeah, he just you can clearly see that he's holding the spacing outside the gladius range. So at that point, you have to kind of maybe change your gameplay, maybe walk forward a little bit more, and but it looks like he's spacing himself out for the gladius. I don't know why he isn't adjusting his gameplay to be a bit more aggressive with the walk forward. But you got to tell what someone's looking for with the when they whiff punish, right? So bro, what the heck? Let's see. I don't know how to get rid of this. I gotta look at it later. It's third take. Yeah. All right. Bash the light. All right. Dry rush. Oh, he gets through it. I don't know if I'm a fan. Is that the homie Giyu? What's good? I was just thinking about you today. That's crazy. I was like, where Giyu at? And sure enough, you show up in the chat. What's good? I was like, that's crazy. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, neutral drops are really good. Hey, he's kept it. He didn't adjust his gameplay. This is why I think this is why most players aren't consistent in this game is because of stuff like that. Is I don't think they watch their footage enough to be like, okay, I'm doing this wrong. I'm doing this. I'm not adjusting this. I'm not adjusting this. Right. So whenever you have a player that just constantly just runs their script, and you know they might get their victories because it's because of the damage output of most characters. Even like characters like Juri are still doing ridiculous damage when optimized and touched. Right. Players can get away with just running their script because they a lot of times they only have one or two interactions to kill people. And so because of that, they get used to playing a certain way and only playing that certain way. And when they have to play a different way, they can't adapt to that on the fly. Am I going to Evo? Heck nah. You know how much money Evo costs? I went to a Combo Breaker. I'm gonna try to go to CEO though. I might start the CEO though. What is CEO? Let me see. I gotta figure out what I want to do for CEO. Let me see. FGC. When is it? It should be in August. Okay, August 14th. All right, cool. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna try to go to CEO. I might be trying to go to. I need to text. Uh, I need to text Chris because I might be trying to go to Oklahoma for this anime convention. They have that tournament, so I might be trying to go there instead. That's that's definitely might be more doable for sure. Yeah. So I might be heading that way instead. Yeah, Anime Fest. Uh, Yeah, the whatever it's called. Yeah. I can't I see they're gonna have tournaments, but I don't see the what the start. You've been that one before, yeah. I don't see the start GG for it. Yeah, yeah, so I might go there. Yeah, I didn't see the Star GG on the page. I have the web page for the con, but I don't see the. Yeah, so I might be going there. I mean, it's an anime convention, and I haven't been to an anime convention in a while, bro. Yeah, 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 for you too. Yeah, because I've mostly just been going to like tournaments, and then even when I go out, it's very hard for me to go out to stuff. Yeah, because I used to go to anime conventions a lot of time back in the day. I pretty much been to most of the conventions in Texas. I would how I would do it was I would volunteer for those conventions, get free housing, and then get free housing, free food for the weekend, and I would just work those shifts, and then I'll be good. I haven't did that in a while, so I would go to like Acon. Uh, what was it? And I haven't been there. Adult in life, yeah. It's just that I don't like to go, like for me if I'm going out, except for Ty Tardy, you gonna try to get that at SF5 Evo champion. He said I'm gonna try to get that at SF5 Evo championship, so I can call myself an Evo champion. He said side tournaments. Yeah, bro. When I saw that $300 for Evo, I was like, y'all mind, bro. Because I was gonna go stay with Marv, because Marv had a hotel. I was gonna get a good deal on the hotel, right? But then when they said $300 for the registration, and then I had already went to Combo Breaker. Combo Breaker was fun though. I said, there's no way in hell I'm going to Evo. Period, point blank, bro. I said $300. $300. I said that's crazy. Y'all crazy. Yeah, it's expensive, and then you have to fly to Vegas and do all this other stuff. I was like, nah, because I went to Cabo Burke on a bus. Yeah, it's crazy money. That's just for the registration, and then that's not even counting food while you're there. So I'm gonna be going there. Oh snap! So that's what I'm trying to go to CEO, and then I'm also trying to go to the PR or Puerto Rico for first attack. gotta start planning for my I think it's like in October. That's crazy. It's time for the you make the so you're finally gonna be switching to the hitbox. So the one thing I don't like about this is partly on me is my my execution is still like I need to practice this. I just need to practice it, but my execution still isn't 100% on hitbox. I think I'm at like 50, but there's just certain things that I 50 60%. There's just certain things that I'm trying to do that I can't do sometimes. I just need to practice them some more. Yeah, it's probably because I haven't played on hitbox enough. I probably need to play a lot more. Yeah, Big Mo. I guess the DI. Nah. Oh, oh. Got to block level 2. Pad, true Pad Warrior life is over. But, like, it ain't gonna stop. It ain't gonna stop hitbox. Funny enough, I think Pad is keyboard before hitbox. Okay, so I played stick, and I played stick, and then I played cross up. So cross up is a hybrid between a hitbox and the arcade stick. So I still have the lever. So like my DI reactions are better on stick because I'm used to being able to react to yeah. Yeah, so it's a hitbox product that has a stick. This, I have it right here. I just haven't used it in a while because I don't play on arcade stick anymore. I gotta clean it up, but it's a little dirty. This is what it is right here. So it's a hitbox product. I was using this on season 1. So you see it has the extra buttons right here. Yeah. I was using it for dual movement. Yeah. Yeah. Then heavy kick. Bro, I hope that like they need to nerf Blanca standing heavy kick. Like it needs a hurt box on it. That forward medium punch does too. Like an actual hurt boxing. I'm doing all right, William. What's good, brother? Di. Oh, nerf Blanca in general. No, overhead. Nice blocks. He did get to whip punish. Oh no, whip punish on the slide. All right, throw. Let me borrow a couple. Let me borrow some money. In fact, hey, we got channel memberships. Y'all can go ahead and drop. You usually don't mind them. I just think the character has to like. So I played King's Vega at Combo Breaker. The character just has a lot of annoying stuff. Yeah, locals waiting for your matches. Nice. A lot of annoying stuff that I think could be toned down. I'm not asking them to like completely gut the character. I've never asked for them to like gut the character. I just want them to make the stuff that like I just want them to have more risk to certain stuff. So like the send heavy kick, I think could get a hitbox adjustment, so you can actually like whiff punish it, so he's not just mashing send heavy kick. It could have a better hurt box on it, so you can whiff punish it better. Uh, Forward medium punch as well too. Blanca is fine. Blanca ain't fine, brother. The connection here is garbage. I'm just not a fan of characters. I just don't like characters having like. It's very clear they see this as a problem with characters. It and so they don't do it universally. I feel like every character should have lingering hurt boxes on their normals. Like some characters do, some characters don't have lingering hurt box on their better normals. I think that just needs to be a universal thing. Like I don't know why that isn't a universal thing. Really balanced right now. Oh, he gets the hit. Yeah, he did. Oh, he didn't know meter. See, what mashing that parry, mashing it again, throw again. Ingrid, level 3. I, I don't know if he did that on purpose. Uh, uh, Kagami Vici. Yeah, he could have killed. Yeah. Oh dang. He tried to DI. I'm glad to see Spaceboy back playing. The key. Uh, uh, uh. Dude, I need to do some Oki stuff. It it okay if that's the case, then remove the drive system for certain characters. Like, why have universal mechanics if you're just not gonna have like universal stuff? I'm talking about like you like stuff that isn't like egregious, right? Characters need to have you. There needs to be universal lingering hurt boxes on normals. It's not a non concept to them because they did it in Street Fighter Five. Like stand fierces and stuff. Those need to have like fierces. All those they need to have lingering hurt boxes on them. Like Alex's have universal hurt boxes, lingering hurt boxes on his stuff. It's but she don't got low for it in the drive rush. Because it's very clear that it's kind of a problem. Because why if it wasn't an issue, why would they nerf Manon standing heavy kick? So they know it's a problem. So they nerfed the proximity and they gave it a hurt extended hurt box on it. Level one. And Manon's a weaker character. Yeah, he did OD Riembo. He said like you got item. What you gonna do? You got item in top eight, back to back. Where you at, William? Over here hating. The eight proximity block. No, I do hate proximity block. Big item DFA. Over there hating from the outside of the club. Brother over there hating. I told you, get that hate up out your heart for Ida. This is back to back work. He I was watching some of his run. He's been looking pretty good. He so he was playing. Shots out to Ida. I'm thinking about before this. So you perpetual hater on Ida. You know what I'm talking about. He said I hate. You know what I'm talking about. How you be hating on Ida. Got South Korea. So you're a hater, a grade 8 hater. Yep, Evo is this weekend. He should play Alex JB. Yeah, give him a girl skid. He would win. Carried 100%. Heike, he said carried 100% when he in top 8 back to back. What's good? Oh, Prime registration. Okay, so I got until July 12th to register for CEO. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do though for CEO in terms of where I'm staying. So I'm gonna fly there, or I might. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I'll do. I could take another bus. Psych. I thought you said. Yeah, so short break. So we got 5 minutes. Uh, I said I'm just here. If you guys have any replays, how long has the stream been going? Okay, for 47 minutes. This movie looked like absolute trash. 99% of your ranked matches. You said you've been getting trash movie. You said you've been watching them 90. Yo, Sonic, what's good? Yeah, it has been. I mean, my ranked matches I've been watching. Uh, this movie trash, bro. You got Robert Reyes as Akuma. Is that Fei Long? Uh, yeah, Blanca. I've been watching my matches. dog. You even watch like a boy. I said I even watch like a boy. I need to get Pragmatica for the Switch too. Uh, what did I have to do that? Oh, it's Mega Man. Yeah, I forgot. Oh my gosh, it's Mega Man. Oh my gosh, it's Mega Man. Pew pew. 2027. Switch to PS5. I guess I'm gonna start my rank grind this week. I'm gonna try to get to obviously I'll get to 2K for sure. Uh, we'll see if I get, maybe I can get that legend spot. I don't know. Yep. Yeah, I could check it out. That would probably be the only one I have time to do. I mean, I could check out a couple of the matches. I just put the replays. Knuckle Dew versus Najee. Bro, that boy Najee's hairline is receding. That's crazy. Knuckle Dew's 30. Bro, that boy Najee got there. Nah. Why Knuckle Dew be killing me? He be taking his MR on purpose, just so like whenever he enters a tournament, it's funny, bro. He be having negative MR. DP. Nope. Famous Knuckle Dew DP. All right, that's the tech. No, that's definitely what he wanted. He tried to punish the drivers with the DP. That is a specific tech if you have a DP to beat a Mize fan. Just so we're aware, guys. Yep. Overhead? I knew it. I told you. I'm a genius, guys. Nice back throw. Back tick. Oh, he's yep. But first stand light kick. But call me boy genius. He said Jimmy Neutron. Bro said Jimmy Neutron. Alright, let me take a look at these and then these will probably be the only replays I'll be able to do. Because I gotta get ready to leave. Next week is Evo. I don't know if I'll be streaming, depending on if because I might be going to. I mean, if I'm not in Oklahoma, then I would probably be streaming. But if I am, then I won't be streaming. I'll be at a tournament. Or actually, I will probably maybe be coming back home from that day. I don't know. We'll see. Now, what did I say? I gotta look at what I said. So we gotta pull up the notes sheet so I can look at what I'm looking at. So we got the updated notes. Yeah, it's been a couple of months. This is like you get a doctor's appointment and you ain't been to the doctor's appointment in years. Okay. Let's see. Or you go to the dentist. I haven't been to the dentist in years. That's because I didn't have dental insurance, but ain't been able to catch the streams lately. MPRF. Sagato. Oh, okay. But you're we gotta fix up the MR. It's okay. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Yeah, I don't know what this is. But I mean, it works. Yeah, it's fine. Oh no. So the crosscut is a little bit different, but this should have been an anti right here, at least. So when you're at this level, I could get punched better, whatever, right? But yeah, you have the distance, right? Maybe a jump back jab or something. He's sure you could pay better than this. a jump back jab or something. But this needs to be an anti-air to keep him in the corner. Like I don't really care about the cross cut because that's a little bit harder to do. So like once you get to a higher level, then you're gonna have to start working on the cross cut. But we need to be making sure that we are our anti-air, especially in the corner. That's still one area. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I don't know what this is. Yeah. I think we talked about the neutral gameplay. Like, I'm pretty sure in the stream. So it's at the 40-minute mark. So that means I was talking about what normals you should be using and what ranges, like the stand heavy kick, the forward heavy punch, crouching medium kick. You know, using those and not try to jump as much and I guess like diving, so I can kind of but in this matchup in particular, you really only need one button for the most part. And that's crouching medium punch because it pretty much does everything that you need to do it for, because it whip punishes a lot of Sagat stuffs. I mean, I can show you that later. Crouching medium is probably the only match, specifically this matchup. See, that's got to be an anti-air, so we're not, because that prevents stuff like that. This is ground back. So now it's a neutral. Whatever shin, nice. Jump fierce. Start doing random stuff. We have to understand that his outside of the high tiger shot, right? The low tiger shot isn't that good. So you can kind of like walk and block your way. Or sometimes if he throws the fire, you can just down back and see which fireball he throws. So if he down back and he throws the high one, you're gonna crouch under it, and so you can use that to walk forward a little bit, or you can also just walk forward a little bit after blocking the low one. The low one isn't that good, so like he can't fireball and drive rush after the low one. You can do it after the high one, but like I said, you can duck the high one. So if you fireballs and you're crouching and he does the high one, you can just counter poke it. So like his fireball game isn't where he's like scary. Like it's his normal ranges, like the ranges that you really need to be aware of, or like standing medium kick range, standing heavy punch range. That's like where you kind of want to be. But like you can just walk him down. His fireball game is the best, and then this. So this is an anti-air. Heck, even a crouch and fierce, so I'll take a, like, this is a, this could have been an anti-air here. So like, even like something like a crouching fierce, right? Even if we're not doing uppercut. Something like this. Yeah, but you gotta time it a little bit. Ideally, you wanna do this, but you wanna delay it. As low as possible, and but ideally you want to do that, so because then you don't have to make stuff like this. This is fine. Yeah, the jump. I talked about this before. So like overextending after your pressure. Yeah, so you just gotta make sure we're practicing and consistency. So like this. This could be a jab string, so you don't want to do this because if the opponent's aware, they can just mash out. So, and like you don't want to just go to this, right? So, this is you don't want to overextend under your pressure unless you know, because they can just do this, right? mash out if they are up high enough level, right? Get a combo. Do that right. Forgot. Right. Just do that, right? And then follow it up with a jump. That you just you overshit it twice, and then the jump wouldn't even really work. Even if I blocked it, so you did jumping. So standing mini punch. If I switch to player 2 control, right, this wouldn't even really work. Oh snap! If I just like that. Do that, right? So the jumping spacing is wrong too. Gotta limit the overextends. And work on the anti-air. I think I talked about the map. Yeah, it's just a god, so it's kind of hard. But I know it's like. I feel like you kind of gotta do something sometimes against the guy. So I'm not really gonna say anything, but I personally, I wouldn't have mashed here. Just me. The reason why I wouldn't have mashed here is because if you mash, you die. If he throws you, you don't die. So even if you do this, this is kind of some of it. It's probably if you wanted to do something, right? If you truly wanted to do something right here, right? You could just do this. This is probably the best option. It's parry. If you get a perfect parry. Turn the tides. But even if they throw you, you're still in the game, right? So you still have options because you'll lose. You'll lose. You'll lose the health and the drive bar, but you don't die, right? So if you wanted to make some sort of hard risk, you probably could parry there, but that's more of an advanced thing to be thinking about. But I probably just wouldn't have mashed here because you would die. So like these are things that you kind of have to be aware of as a player. Like the higher level that you get is like these situations where if you do something, unless you like really know. You need to be cognitive of what you're doing, unless you really know that it's going to work, right? So like I would say like almost 80%. So unless you like been paying attention to the patterns of the player, and you see that hey, I see that he's walking forward, and so now when I think he's gonna walk forward, and maybe I do like standing medium punch or whatever, and then I go over to level 3 and burn him out or whatever, right? Something like that. But I typically try to make risk assessment on for me personally. I like to make reads based on what's going on and what potentially gives me the chance to survive, right? So the risk versus reward. So the risk of mashing isn't really, there's a reward for mashing. If you get correctly, you can go into like level 1, level 2 or something like that, right? I mean not level 3 or level 2. I mean, if you're level 2, it's a little bit better or whatever. Like you have some sick level 2 set play to burn him out. But parry is probably the smartest option to do right in this situation, because even if he throws, you still have the health, you still have some drive meter to play around with. So the drive meter economy isn't that bad to where you could take a parry. So this is just a higher level way of thinking that something that you can think about in the future, right? But like I wouldn't think about it right now. It is what it is, and I'm not really gonna fault you for that, like for like trying to mash. But just know that like the higher up you get, and you can learn this concept now, but it's something that like maybe in the future. you can just put that aside to later because there's more pressing issues. Like we need to make sure that we're anti-airing, and we also need to make sure that we are not just we're not overextending, right? So on our pressure, unless we like fully know. Let you do this. Let me look at one more, but I'm pretty sure I'm probably gonna still see the same thing based on that. But I'm gonna look at this one, and then I'm gonna take a look at some of the ones that Nero drop, and then I'm gonna have to get up out of here so I can do some work. Actually, I might be able to stay a little bit later. I can just do this instead. Nah. Takes fireball. Also, this is really good. This is really good in this matchup because Sagat's fire like this because Sagat's fireball isn't the best, right? So you can use Store to counter up the fireball a lot more in this matchup. This is one matchup I think that Store should probably be used. Yeah, thinking about that, yeah, I probably should be using that more because his fireball isn't that good. Get that right there, you know, carry. So like CDP. Got your offense started. Nice convert. Just messed up on that. I don't know what this was. Oh, you just messed up on the frame kick. That DI, I don't know what this is. It's just kind of a bit of an overextend. Didn't need to happen. Pay for it. So I said that didn't need to happen.
Round 2. Fight.
That's an okay jump with the fireball. He said, I think we're still having the issue with the blocking thing. Right, so that's an anti-air. This doesn't happen, right? So you just gotta kind of look at the situations where you're like, hey, it's an anti-air. You don't have to deal with that situation. Jump. It worked right there. That parry anti-air. Future, especially if we continue playing playing Juri. It's just something that I would suggest. Right here. A forward heavy punch. Probably work. You need to work on hit confirming forward heavy punch, right? Level didn't want to come out, right? This is a bit more advanced, but forward heavy punch and standing heavy punch, those are like you really need to be making nice. So it's pretty. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, that right there. All right, cool. All right, cool. But yeah, we gotta practice the anti-airs. To make sure that people aren't jumping in on us, and how much longer I'm gonna be on for? Not much longer. I can tell you that. Not making sure that we're anti-airing. So I stress that if you anti-air, I specifically say this, right? You'll be a better than a lot of players, and against like Sagat, right? You don't have to like jump in 2 weeks of stuff. Yeah, I typically only take a look at like one or two of the replays. I don't.
Practice training.
Yeah, I'm not looking at like 2 weeks of stuff.
Training room.
Yeah, it's a review day.
Juri.
I just have a limited time.
Juri. Training.
Like I said, like I have other work, so like this isn't like my main thing, right? I mean, I do get paid for it, because I mean, with like my content and stuff, but I wouldn't mind like staying like longer or anything like that. But I have like if this was all I had to do, right? I don't mind staying like doing these 5-6 hours worth of content, like worth of replay reviews. But I just don't have the time to do this stuff, because this is not. Let me just be real. No, because 3 and 3, it doesn't take me that long to, even if I wanted to like look at the to review the stuff, I can get a good grasp of what's going on, based on the first 2 matches, realistically, because the same problems are pretty much gonna pop up. Yeah. You stop doing it, yeah. So that if that's the case, you just gotta consistently practice it, right? You just gotta keep. I recommend it's just 5 to 10 minutes a day, right? So you do your 5 to 10 minute day of drill, right? Make sure that you can even just use this drill. I don't think it's the best drill, but I mean, you just do this, right? Pop up, because this is very, very important. And I'm not the only person that said this, right? So, I mean, I stress this a lot, because it's very, especially if you have a DP, because it eliminates one aspect of the game, right? So it eliminates jumping, right? So once you eliminate jumping, of course, there's something to approach the ground. Then you can start with punishing. Then you can start using the dry rush stuff. You can just start doing other stuff, right? It just makes your life much easier, right? Yeah, I tell you. Do this Let's do this like 5 to 10 times a day, like 5 to 10 minutes a day. That's it. Nothing. Because that's how I fixed my anti-airs, was I was doing drills, and I would do them. I mean, I do a bit more drills. I gotta get back into drilling more, but I would do my drills like maybe 30-40 minutes a day for my anti-airs, right? Second and B. Oh, nice. How many people at the local? Total? Yeah, like what's the guy? You don't have to. The hitting high master. 20 points to get there. Oh, nice. You love the, you know, progress. Okay. But yeah, what's the guy? This is really what you already need to worry about. You want you want a C note, 100. So you want a hundo. It's 100. That's what we refer to as 100. Yeah, this is really it's like really what you need to, yeah. Yeah. This is really where you need to worry about Sagat. So, like, you don't have to, like, his fireball game isn't the best, so you can just kind of walk forward and take the space. But like once you get into this range right here, this is where you have to worry about, right? This is really what you have to worry about. But then with Juri, you just do this. Like, this thing pretty much beats everything that Sagat does. Like, I'm gonna be honest. So he does that, right? He does this. Like, especially once you get to this close range, this becomes really good. Like, he does Tiger knee. Alright, so he does Tiger knee. And I'm in this ring. That being said, specifically, you really only need one button to match up for the most part. And then when he's up close, you can use like standing heavy. You know, he walks in your space, you use like forward heavy punch, stand heavy punch. That's where, you know, this stuff kind of comes in, right? The forward heavy punch, stand heavy punch. You have to remember though, like if he does the high tiger shot and you, I think Sagat's the only character that I'm pretty sure Juri can. Sagat's the only character that Juri can react to. Like his fireball. Right. So you see him throw a fireball. Oops. So your -3, right? So look. So if you just other characters, this will be pretty bad. Because Sagat's fireball isn't the best. You're -20 here. You might be able to drive the shield. You don't have to jump and do random stuff for this character's fireball. Say if you already have this. Just throw that fireball like that. So you don't have to like try to, you know, do random stuff against the guy because Juri's is good enough at countering the character. Yeah. But yeah, make sure I would say practice the anti-airs. Like I said, we talked about it, 5 to 10 minutes a day. Make sure you're doing that. Make sure you're not overextending as much on your pressure. Oh, I didn't talk about this, right? So if you're pressuring, keep it light, right? Unless you have, you know, you put a driver edge behind it, right? So if you put a driver edge behind your jab or whatever, so that's one of your worst matchups. Not gonna lie. I'm 50-50 on Sagat. Depending on it depends on the Sagat player. But I don't have enough experience on that high level. You gotta show it. It just depends on the player. I don't have enough high level experience because I played not Pedro in that matchup. But I think if I get enough high level experience, I'll be okay in the matchup. But it's just not that bad. It's just certain things, specifically for Juri. Like when you're pressuring with jabs, kind of eliminate this, right? Unless you unless you know the opponent is not really doing anything like that. Maybe you can do this once and check and see if they're mashing. If they're mashing, you can just go to your jabs. And do your 1, 2, 3, your little 3-piece jab. Or and then you end it like that. And if you want to get a little bit extra, right? So if you think they're gonna mash, right? So you can do this, right? This is do that, right? To frame trap them. You just use that as a frame trap, right? I think they're mashing. And then this should stop them from mashing. You can overextend, right? Wait, throw or something, right? Your whole goal is to stop them from mashing. Do I play ultimate? No, I don't play ultimate. I did play it, but like I don't play ultimate. But yeah, your whole goals are really pretty much just to stop them from mashing. So you want to keep your strings as safe as possible, tight as possible, and not overextend on your pressure unless you establish that, right? So say you're doing this, you're doing drive rush, right? So you do this, you see that you're not doing anything at first, and you're like, maybe I'll try to drive rush, right? To see if they respond. Then you use that as information to like maybe next time. Right, so let's say we have a situation like this, right? Right. We're going to Supernova in August. In this case, like driver's jab is broken. You do early drivers, right? And say that's how you overextend, right? Say that's your overextend, right? You could make this your overextend if you want to. Instead of doing this and to like jump, you could make this is good, right? You should make drivers your overextend. If you make drivers your overextend, let's say if I do standing medium punch, let's say I'm keeping my string tight, do standing medium punch. This is really good. This is really good. I didn't realize this. I'm gonna have to start doing this. This is good, right? This is good. So I'm OSing the dry rush, right? I just found something that I'm gonna have to start doing. So this is a true frame trap. This is not normally a true frame trap. This would trade with 4 framers. Right, so you do this, you do 4 framers. This will beat 4 framers, right? But back to what I was saying before I got sidetracked by this. But say you want to make this your overextend, right? Right. So you do your instant drive rush. You see that they check. Okay. Next time you do this. You delay the drive rush, right? So you can use the drive. Use your like characters with good drive rush. This is what you really should be overextending with, because like it just makes the game like so much easier for you, right? You do early drive rush. And late drive rush, right? So you just play with the drive rush time. You just play with the drive rush timing. You don't have to. This can work for this too, right? So you don't have to. Right. Oh, so she can't rapid fire her jab or stand like it. Alright. So you do like you can't do it on lights. So lights you would have to do this, right? The frame trap one, right? But if you want to overextend, you just make driver sure overextend. If they do early drivers, they check you, whatever, right? But you have that information. You 3 points? Nice. But then once you see that, you delay your drivers. Then you can start doing like crazier things, right? Yeah, say for example, oh, you can do this too, right? To punish them, right? You don't want to use drivers, right? So you just want to do this, right? So you have so many ways to force something. And that all comes from drivers. You don't have to do stuff like this, right? Right? You don't have to jump. You really don't have, like I said, you don't have to jump with this character. Jump is just the icing on the cake, right? Maybe you want to do this, right? Or say like you want to get, say you're in the corner, right? You're pressuring them, you got them to stop hitting buttons. You can do something like that for repressure, right? 0. But yeah, get rid of the jumping overextend. I would suggest, you know, keeping your strings light, your strings safer with light, medium, do your medium frame trap, and then if you want to overextend, drive rush, and then just play the drive rush mind game with that. That's what I would suggest. Once you get in, right? This is what you do once you get in, and that should fix a lot of the problems. But this is interesting. Okay, it still works. So I'm just delaying the drop. So you're just delaying the parry. This is interesting. Because this is an interesting drive. This is so if I do nothing, right? Let me show you something. Right. Well, you asked for some tech. All right. So if they do nothing, this is a drive rush OS. I'm gonna be talking about more OSs. All right. So you see that? Look at that. There you go. That's your OS, right? So that's a driver's OS. Yeah, you can do that. So. This works for characters with faster drive rush. This right here. So if you have a string, like say you have like your right. It's just I'm just doing drive rush. I'm just OSing the drive rush. If they mash after, say they mash after this. They don't mash, you can drive rush in. So I'm using the driver shortcut. It's drive rush. I'm always taking the drive rush. I said I'm always taking the drive rush. They're just doing drive rush. So you do the input for drive rush. If they match after, then the normal they if they match after the normal, then the drive rush the normal will hit the parry. If they're not, then the drive rush will come out. That's all it is. That's literally all it is. If you have a string, like a safe string or whatever, because I was talking about overextending with drive rush, right? Typically, so this doesn't really apply to this because no, not string and the parry and the drive rush, specific strings, right? So this string it wouldn't really matter if I drive rush after because of pushback, right? This wouldn't matter. By default, if I do the instant drive rush, well, if I do instant drive rush after this, I'm gonna get checked, right? Then I can delay instant drive rush, right? So this situation, because of the spacing, you could play like a drive rush or delay drive rush mind game, right? But like in this situation, the pushback isn't enough. The pushback isn't such to where this will whip, right? Naturally. So this whips naturally on this, right? This doesn't whip naturally on this. If I'm up close, right? So I get hit, right? See, I'm getting hit. I do a oh yeah, this. Yeah, this. That. Yeah. Yeah. And this is the fast timing drive rush, right? This is the fast timing drive rush. So if they do nothing. You're for one match, yeah. You drive rushing, and you can get extended pressure. Yeah, these are just ways that you can overextend safely. Your DP bait. Yeah, these are just ways that you should be overextending, right? If you're trying to overextend, and mostly if you have a character with a good drive rush. This mostly applies to character with a good drive rush. You don't have to overextend with doing like normals like this, right? You don't have to do this because this basically leaves you open for a counterattack, right? But if you purposely put yourself open to a counterattack, right? This is purposeful. This is purpose, right? So say I have the health or whatever, and like if I do this, and let's just say I want to drive rush because I want to see what they're gonna do, right? Next time, I might delay the drive rush, right? After getting a read on that, I might delay the drive rush to stop them from punishing me. It's all about like forcing, like in this game, I think you should. It's one thing I'm learning. Like you should use your health. Basically, this is irrelevant, right? Until you get to about right here, or until this can kill you, right? So this right here is pretty much irrelevant. This is the most important thing that you need to know in this game right here. See this drive meter. This is the most important thing in the game. This is irrelevant. Your health is essentially the currency that you have to spend to determine the risk you take, right? So the more health you have and the less meter your opponent has, the more risk you can take. So if you want to overextend with the drive rush after a string, you can. and that you can use that information later. So maybe next time that you have like your level 3 or whatever, and your opponent's about to die, you saw that they checked the dry rush last time. So what you would do is you just delay the dry rush and get your combo from that. So that's essentially what you want to be doing. You want to use your health as a way to manage your risk, whether that be on offense, defense, and as long as you have enough health to survive the next interaction, it doesn't matter. But your defense has to be on point. It has to be on point for you to attempt something like this. You have to, block. You have to make sure you're blocking. Make sure you're not getting hit randomly in neutral for you to be able to take some risks like these, to be able to force your opponent to open themselves up. That's what you want to do, right? Sacrifice damage, whatever, to make your opponent open themselves up, right? That's what you're doing, right? And using and following that information for later. This is the most important thing. This is irrelevant. Yeah. It works on both offense and defense. That's probably the way that you should be thinking about this game. I'm gonna keep it 100. I think most people, they just do their offense or whatever without thinking about it, right? But this is probably the way I think you have to manage and think about the game. But it takes good defense. This is something that is in the future, right? This is just a future thing, right? If you're not at that level, you don't have to worry about this. Risk versus reward. You don't have to worry about that. But this is ultimately what you should be training towards. Just using this as a way to force interactions. Using this, as long as you have the health to do this, who cares? Like I said, I'll do this. Like, what happens if they don't? Like, if they're not ready for this, I get in for free. If they're not ready for, like, they don't think I'm gonna do this, I just get in for free. I can still return. I could throw it. I could throw loop them. I tell you, like, this driver's jab stuff, I didn't realize how strong this was until I played that combo breaker. And I was playing like the pros and stuff. This is kind of the stuff that I learned while playing at Combo Breaker. That's why I say, man, if you guys, I'm telling you guys, listen, I'm saying we got channel memberships, right? We also got donations, okay? All I'm saying is, y'all put more money into the, towards the channel, and I'll invest that back into you guys. So with the knowledge that I be getting, right? So we use the money to go to more tournaments, and I'll play more sets or whatever. I'll record those sets, take a look at them, and just seeing how like the meta and stuff is progressing. Right? I said, that's a thought, guys. You see, I just showed y'all something new. This is me. This is what I learned while playing the top players, right? Like for today, you got. That's what I learned. All I'm saying, we got a donation button. We got channel memberships. Support the channel, and it'll be all invested back into the content. Whether that be in the stream, so I'm telling you guys what I learned and passing on the information to you guys, or through like the actual videos as well too. So yeah, something to think about. But let me take these take a look at these matchups for Nero. Let me see. I better see that high bastard. That's all I'm saying. I better see high bastard. Better see high bastard. Let me see what you got. Huh? What's going on? Oh, and I was just playing this matchup earlier. on. You got it.
Round one. Fight.
Okay, nice. Alright. Then heavy kick. Okay. Oh, okay. What happened? Okay, bait twice. Okay, cook. Okay, cook. All right, PP. Let's go. Perfect. Alright.
Round two.
Okay. Alright, you already know what I'm gonna say. You already know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna let you think about this. I'm gonna let you think about this. You already know what I'm gonna say. So I think did I explain this before? I don't think I explained this, but specifically my philosophy on like throw teching. Well, this is a second round, so like this is a second round. I thought you had your DP. I said you already know. I said I don't even have to say anything. You already know what I'm gonna say. All right. This is a second round. Maybe something else might apply here. Maybe I might do something else, but in this situation, like the minute someone throws me into the corner, especially like early, I'm not dealing with this, bro. Like, you know, you see how you taking a couple of throws, and you're like, oh man, you messed that up, and you just get kind of scrambly on the defense, right? Like, you already have to make in these situations you have to make up what you're already gonna do, like in your head, like how you want to play these. So for me specifically, like how I've been trying to play these more, like maybe round one. So if I'm round one, right? This is round one. This is round two. I'm throw attacking, right? I don't care whether or not that I'm delay teching specifically, right? I don't care whether or not they counter hit me or not. It's specifically to send the message that you cannot throw tech, you cannot throw loop me. Specifically to do that, because I don't want to do a situation where, you know, the minute they throw you, then they're throwing you again, then they throw you again or whatever, right? No. Slow reversal. It did mini jab. Gotcha. Oh, I'm gonna make a video about the slow reversals. I got you guys on that. That's some tech video I need to make. Meaty jabs and stuff like that. I got some new tech videos, but yeah, I'm not dealing with no throw loops. I'm just be real. I just not. I'm not trying to get. I'm throw teching here, first round, in this round, because there's not a threat of like me dying or whatever. I might do this, right? I might back that, but I'm not taking no throw loop, bro. It is what it is. Like, I feel like like in this game, I feel like you have to be more proactive earlier, right? You have to just be proactive earlier, because it puts that doubt in your opponent's mind. Maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I shouldn't do that, right? The later you are in your proactiveness, the worse it becomes. Okay, so like you can see this progressively. Like just look at this, right? So look, right? So you're like, take a throw. You know, taking a throw is a decision, right? So you take the second throw. Then now what? You throw tech again, because now you're behind. You're like, okay, now maybe I need to throw. Now you get frame trap. He switches it up, right? So you're already behind. Boom. Then now you're scrambling, right? Try to get out of the corner, and then you just lose. This is why you do your options early, so it puts it on the table. So then when you get into like the later interactions, so after the one or two interactions, right? So maybe they, in the first interaction, they see that you're throw teching or backdash or whatever, then they might meet you, then maybe you might parry, and then once you do that, then maybe they might throw you, then you jump out or whatever. So you're just constantly want to make sure that, I mean, as long as you have the health, this is just one of the things that you just need to have the health, right, to do something like this, right? You're just not doing this just to do this, right? Have the health, do this, put this in their mind, put that in their mind that you're going to be a bit more squirmy. Then that should open up other avenues for you to being able to get out of the corner and not have to deal with throw loops as much. That's just what I recommend, specifically on how I deal with throws first. Because most people, they want you you have to think about it like this, right? Most people, they want to establish a throw game early, right? Some people, they don't care, right? So it's just a constant pull of, so because they're trying to establish a throw game early, they might throw you a couple of times and then they might do something else. And so up front, if you have the health up front, your risk, and then in towards the later half, then you tailor it back, right? That's what you want to do. That's what I recommend. That's how I take my risk, and that's how I that's how I'm trying to take my risk. And so that's what I'm trying to manage when I'm playing this. Whenever I'm playing, this is what I'm thinking about and trying to think about in game. Okay, it's early, throw tech. I don't care what the outcome is. Just be okay with not having the outcome. But it should be clear that the message is that you cannot throw loop me. That's the message you want to send. They cannot throw loop you. And to do that, you have to be active early. Some characters it doesn't work as well, because like you got characters that have, I do want to preface this in saying some characters it doesn't work that way, because like characters like Akuma can just do walk forward throw, they can do whatever, right? But because they got privilege like that, I think they should just get rid of walk forward throw loops. Those just probably need to be gone in the game. But also reuse throw loop as well too. They got to fix this throw loop, right? I don't have a problem with throw loops. I just think these throw loops need to have risk, right? But yeah, most people are going to establish a throw, but you do that early to make sure to let them know that they cannot throw loop you. That's just what I recommend, me personally. Just a bit of advice. I think I talked about this. I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh, snap. One of them dead angles. Yeah. Okay, so if you crouch, you have to delay the crouching. It's just so stupid. It's just a low forward moves you forward. It just makes it hard to handle. But I do respect it. It's just one of those weird anti-air situations. So like you just gotta hit an EO faithful, and that's period. know, standing heavy punch. Boom. That's it. That's it. Right. There was no need for that right there. There was no need for that. Right. You're already negative. I know you're overextending. The character has a built-in way to overextend semi-safely. Right, so we just do the stand heavy punch. We see him jump, and then we anti-air, right? So if we go back to our position, that's our free anti-air. Even if we drive rush, that's still a free anti-air, right? So say if we overextend with drive rush. Oh. Ah. Gotta work on that, yeah. That's the biggest thing. Like, obviously, I stress this, right? Negative frames, negative frames, negative frames. Try, because this is what most top players do, right? They, you know, they play, they'll do their negative frames and stop. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna make that a video. That is a very good video. Dang, I gotta find the stream, but I do have that stream on my computer. I just need to chop it up and make it a video, to show you guys like why we don't do that. It's mostly specifically because that's how top players plays, and I'm trying to, you know, help you with that part by not overextending as much, unless you specifically know, right? Like, I'm not taking my chances with like these players. I'm just not. I'm gonna give it, but I'm not taking my chances. I would rather control how I overextend, right? So like I said, with the drive rush, that's you controlling how you overextend. You can do it if you, but it's a calculated overextend. It's still an overextend, but it's a calculated overextend. Okay, if it works out, it works out. It doesn't, right? But I don't want to you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you're just doing like stuff like that. You got some cross up, block, rotate. He does drive rush. This is just drive rush. It's just drive rush, right? Here I wouldn't like could have just drive rush jab. So maybe comfortable with that too as well. What the heck? What the heck? Bro. God dang it, bro. Right, so you're not like overextending as much, right? So you did a drive rush, medium kick, he neutral jump, and he died, right? So that's a bit of an overextend right there. You could have did a drive rush jab, or you can just not did that because if he checks the drive rush, then you die, right? So like I said, plan your decisions around the health, and try not to make decisions that were like, if you make the decision, unless you really, really know, try not to make decisions like where the hit will kill you. And that changes like in the round, right? So say you have a round. Say you're up a round and it's not last round. So you want to do that, right? And if you just neutral jump and he spends a level 3 or level 2 or whatever, it is what it is. He came up off the resources. You took a risk. It just didn't work. He just came up off the resources. Who cares, right? And you just come back for the next game, and we'll come back for the next round and use the resource advantage that you did have, right? Because you had level 3. So if the drive rush worked and he got hit or whatever, you level 3 or whatever. If that's round 2, doesn't matter, right? You kill him, right? Who cares? So you want to take risks that are stacked in your favor, basically. That's what I'm saying. Risk reward. That is the word for today. Risk reward. And I did show you guys how you guys can manage some of your risk reward. And I think I might talk. I might do a video about it specifically. Do I have a specific video about risk reward? I might do a specific short video about risk reward. Let's watch this one. But this one you won. Okay. We even take a look at our wins too, because we're not doing everything perfectly in our wins, right? So we look at wins and losses. If anything, I think you should watch your wins more than you should watch. What I've noticed is I think you should watch your wins more than you should more than you should watch your losses. I think so, because it's losses you can think about. It's the wins. I've noticed that yeah, you won, but like there are areas of improvement that you definitely could have made. The loss you're like, oh, it's kind of easy to be like, well, I just did this and this and that. But in the wins, if you're examining the wins, you can be like, man, I'm doing this wrong. And if I'm doing this wrong when I'm winning, if I correct this, then it should be a non issue, right, in the future. So I like that. That's why I like wins. I think doing wins is a lot better. Jump, okay, nice. Jump on. Okay, that's fine. Dive kick. I don't know if that's for that specific punish. I don't like it, but it worked. I guess. Maybe you have to read. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh yeah, see, this is the overextend. It's the overextend. I was like, no, because I'm telling you, these players are mashing. Everyone's mashing, bro. Even the top players. This is why. This is specifically why when you get your situation, right? So you got your hit, right? So I got my hit. Even that. Am I Juri? Right, so you see that? Mash. And then he's mashing. And you get hit by it. So even on your plus frames, they're mashing. Like this is just a +1, but people are mashing your plus frames, your negative frames. This is why I stress not overextending as much, right? So like you don't get green and then corner carry, and you have to start guessing with those. Right? You can go back. So you look at this, you do that, you get the hit, and then say you do something else, right? You do that, right? So you do something safer with it. Like you don't like overextend. You don't like overextend with like a heavier butt, right? So just do this, right? Your plus, and you want to take advantage of it. Just do something like this, right? So even if he blocks it, right? So now you put yourself in a bad position when you have to get out, but you get out with a jump. That's good. That's fine. Oh no, anti-airs. You already know. Alright, anti-air. Why'd you anti-air this jump, but you didn't anti-air this jump? I'm mad about this. Hey, look at this. Too easy jump. You do this, and then you anti-air this. Can you tell me why you did that? Can you tell me why you do this? All right, look at this. Look at this. 2 anti-airs. You whiff a normal, and then you anti-air. Can you tell me? Can you explain this? Explain this to me, please. You are ready. Oh, bro, that is absolutely crazy work. Absolutely crazy work. I've never expected it. I talked about this before. I don't like this. At the air practice. I see what's going on with the stand heavy kick. I don't like this. I do not like this specifically with stand heavy kick. I think what I know I think I see why it's whiffing. I think your reaction to movement, but you're reacting to movement while walking back. They have you in the corner, so you're using the stand heavy kick, especially in the like once you get them in the corner, you don't have unless you're like really spaced out, right? And you're caging it or you're using it after something specific, right? To keep them caged, but you don't really want to rely on like keeping them caged. Right? So you got medium kick, you got forward medium punch, you got standing heavy punch. Standing heavy punch is a risk, but it's less of a risk than this. So like even if you switch to standing heavy punch, right? So you just micro walk. Honestly, you could have just oops. Just micro walk standing heavy punch. Yeah. Walk up, right? And do that, right? So you don't really have to do like the stand heavy kick. So this is the walk back thing. Yeah. The walk back stand heavy. You know, it's like walk back stand heavy kick. I don't like that, right? Because it's where I've been at. Funny enough, I was actually busy last Saturday. I forgot what. No, I was actually really busy. I had to do something for my mom. That Saturday. It was Sunday. I forgot what I did that Sunday. I know I was busy that Sunday and I couldn't answer. Actually busy. Yeah. Oh, I know what it was. It wasn't my mom. It was my grandma. My grandma had a program, a church program, and so I went at 3. So I went there. That's what it was. This was last week. My grandma had her little Usher Days church program, and so I went there. That's what it was. I was like, I can't remember. Yeah, that's why I was busy doing that. Oh, your grandma? Dang. Sorry. This is also the. Okay, no, that's fine. See, I told you these people are always mashing. They cannot help with themselves. It's a disease. That's why I tell you, don't overextend. Nice. Just missed the combo. Get it real quick. Go loop. Get him. Oh, you're killing me. Please. You're physically killing me. It hurts. Yeah, delete the... So I think what's going on, I really do think what's going on, I think you're reacting to the movement. Yeah, you don't want to hit this button walking back. unless they're walking fully forward. That's the only time you really want to do it. Setting heavy punch, you want to hit it from a neutral position, like when they're walking forward. It keeps you from whiffing it, right? So you kind of want to hit it from a neutral position we have decent enough, or from a little slight forward micro walk, right? So, yeah, you don't want to do it walking back because you whiff. You're whiffing way too much with it. You whiff way too much with it. So you want to do it from either a neutral or from, so if we do it from a neutral position, right? So we're not walking back. So like say we held our ground right here, right? We did it, right? So it's gonna make content. Even this, right? And a micro walk into this. We block that. I'll micro walk in the heavy punch. So they can't really walk back after this because this is what, -5, -3 or whatever. So this should at least give us enough time to be able to hit this, like micro walk this or micro walk this. Right. Yeah, you implement, some forward in your gameplay. A little bit of forward momentum, right? A little bit of, like something like this, a little forward momentum every now and then. So you can do like a little micro walk like this. So you do it from, see how I implement from a stationary position? Right. It's more than likely to connect. So that's just what I suggest. But it's okay. Alright. That's it. You already know what I'm gonna say. You're killing me. Stop it. Stop it. Other than that, I definitely. Let me see. Let me see if you got it. Let me see if you got it. I need the little sound effects, the clapping. Hold on, let me do this. Let me do this. Give a round of applause. Oh. Oh, this is the wrong type of clapping. That is definitely the wrong type of clapping. There we go. This is the right one. Shouts out to Nero for getting the High Master. Cool. Shouts out. That's definitely that's the type of clapping that you do with your significant other. No, that's the yeah. Now, I clicked on that one initially and I was like, oh wait, that's the wrong type of clapping. That's the significant other type clapping right there. I'm keeping it PG to PG. So when I saw the, I was like, yo, that's definitely the wrong one. That this one is the right one that I want. This is the one. But I need to get sound effects on my Steam Deck. Congratulations on your High Master. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Keep up the good work. So, I gave y'all a little bit of. I gave y'all a secret. Oh, okay. Now next to Grandmaster. I already gave you. Did I give you props on your Grandmaster? I'm pretty sure I did. You keep it, yeah. Definitely. I definitely see improvement. Keep it up. Keep it up, guys. We see the improvement. We're all just trying to improve and get our game, level up our game. I'm gonna go out here and leave because I gotta go do some work. But I'm gonna make that video. I do need to chop up that one video where I was telling you guys about the specifically the how top players why take players don't like, overextend or whatever. We went at first, yeah, for sure. I need to do that. I also need to do I got a bunch more shorts and stuff I need to put up for the stream, but it's always a good time. I say later than when I wanted to, but because I like you guys, I just ask, you know, you guys support the videos, like and share them, and if you can, I do understand it is a bit hard, but don't. We got the super chats. We also have the channel memberships. I'm trying to make those a little bit better. So like there's more perks in that. I'm not really a fan of the perks right now. I'm gonna change up some of the perks. So that's a way you can support the channel monetarily. But the biggest thing is like sharing the videos, watching the streams, and then liking and sharing the content. That's the biggest thing we can do. Be scared, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's been good. Like I said, next week we'll be back. Maybe we might be back next week. I can't promise because I don't know if I'm going to be in Oklahoma or not. I have to see. Because they have a tournament. Oh, the DP in the corner. Let me do this. Before I leave. Let me put it in the I'm going to put it right now. I'm going to drop this right now. Why can't I find his videos? Like, why isn't it let me just throw them? Okay, I couldn't scroll down at first. But yeah, everything I would be investing back into the channel. So if there's here it is. I will invest right back into the channel. So if you guys want to support with the monies, that'll be me going through tournaments, making content. I did have a combo breaker vlog, but that will not be released. All right, that will not be released any longer because the audio just was bad. I'll have some like short about combo breaker, maybe some tournament shorts about combo breaker, but that audio was so bad on that vlog, and it's my fault. I messed it up, and I wanted to put it up, but the next time I vlog a tournament, I'm gonna make sure that everything is proper, because I tried to vlog, so it's like I'm going to the tournaments, recording the footage, but then when I come back, the footage is just not. It's usable, but it's not good enough. Right? So that's why I kind of have it. I was in the processing of editing the vlog, but it just was not good enough. I didn't want to put it out. That video is scrapped. Maybe it might be released another time. I don't know. Who cares? Right? Maybe like it might be released for like channel memberships or whatever. Has like some secret bonus content. If I get around to like finally finishing editing it, so you have at least something. But it's not gonna come out. I do want to get back into vlogging my tournaments, so you guys can see like how I used to, I mean, you guys can go but look at how I did my vlogs before. I like to try to like explain. I like to try to show you guys, explain things, how things are going in the tournament. And like matchups, and just give you an insight while actually showing you the tournament experience. So the next vlog should be the next vlog will be something else. Hopefully I can work on it, but I do have the video. I'm dropping it in the chat right now, so I'm gonna send this. I'm gonna tell you Yeah, I got you. And make sure I want to hear news of your son. Tell me about your tell me about the son. Like I said, we got to make sure that he stay that you stay the father. Like Mari says, you are the you are the father. Okay? Right? We want BTA. B2A. BTA. BTA. You know what that is? I said he get how many games is the first to 10? No more than 5. No more than show put B2A. Let him know that you are his father, right? That you came home on you took that belt off and you said, "Son, I know exactly what you did wrong. And for that, you about to get this belt." He's doing lately. All right, yeah. So let her. He said, "You get." He said, "You take the belt off, put it on the table." No, I'm not. I'm about to leave Beast. I unfortunately I have some. I have to go. But we do these every Sunday for the most part. Uh, we may or may not do one next Sunday. It just stays dead, bro. Uh, yeah, but yeah, we do this every Sunday. And the reason why I'm saying I may or may not do one, I might be at a tournament. Not Evo. Evo's next week. It's out of my state. I might be at another tournament. But if I do one, I'll let you guys know. I probably should make it known. I try to tell people, yeah, you know, we do this weekly, but we get a lot more new people recently, so I do need to push this more on like my channel post. Say, hey, every Sunday we do this, just so you guys, just to kind of remind everyone that we do them every Sunday, so you guys can come through. But like we're pretty much consistent with them. This is the only day that I stream. I also need to get on Twitch with them as well too, so people can come by and watch them through on Twitch. But yeah, this is the only time you'll see me stream this game. I'm gonna be honest. The only time you see me stream Street Fighter, I would never ever. I probably would never stream this game, or stream me playing this game. But yeah, every Sunday we do them, and they're free. SF6 is torture. I don't think it's that bad. It's just that I don't like streaming the game. I'm gonna be honest. I just don't. Because it takes away from my focus. Like, because I'm trying to. Yeah, on the set on Tuesday. Okay, yeah, give me an update on the set on Tuesday. I definitely want to see. Say, okay, bet. All right, yeah, just drop in the Discord. Let me know. It said he get no. I'm telling you, he get no more than 5 games. Cause you gotta let him know. We're not just gonna beat him, right? We gonna beat him like he stole something. Like as my mama used to say, she gonna beat you like you stole something, right? Yeah, if I'm not doing anything, yeah, send a link. I'll watch it. I got no problem watching it. You know, so popping in the chat, uh, talking some stuff. You know, running my mouth. Uh, every time I see something, I be like, "Yo, this is free. This is trash. This guy is trash." You start at 8 p.m. Central Time. Is that Central Time? Because I'm Central Time. I'll pop in the chat, running my mouth. Like this guy ain't nothing. He ain't good. Get him off. Get him off. Oh, pause. Definitely pause on that, bro. Okay. I meant to say, get him off the sticks. Yeah. My bad. I was like, oh snap! I definitely said that. I was like, yeah, definitely pause on that. Get him off the sticks. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna get out. It should be 9 p.m. Okay, yeah. All right. Okay, yeah, 9 p.m. Okay, so you're Eastern time. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. All right, yeah, just drop the link if I'm available. I'll pop in. But yeah, it's always fun as always. Every Sunday I do like doing these guys. Yeah, and he slash she. He she. I don't get it. He her. Boost is cooking the knuckle D. Item got cooked. Mm. Ooh. Ryumbu level 1. Get the stock back up. Throw. Knuckle D wins. Later. All right. Peace out, guys.